Hello everyone and welcome back to CodeChef. Have you ever wondered how much memory a class actually occupies? Or why static members behave differently from normal variables? In this video, we are going to dive deep into memory and classes in C++. You will understand how the size of a class is calculated, what role data members play in memory usage, and how static members work behind the scenes. By the end of this video, you will be able to write memory-efficient class designs, which is extremely important for real-world projects. So let's get started.
Memory and classes introduction. In C++, a class is a user-defined data type. When we create an object of a class, memory is allocated for that object. So, memory is allocated for objects, not for the class itself. The class only acts as a blueprint. We have already talked a lot about classes and how they work when the objects are created. But here we are going to see how memory is allocated to classes. Size of a class in C++. In C++, we use the size of operator to return the total memory occupied by an object of that class. The size of a class depends on its data members only, data types of the members, and memory alignment and padding. Member functions do not take memory inside an object. Now let us go to the CodeChef platform to see how to calculate the size of a class. The program objective is size calculation of person class, and the expected output is size of person class colon 8 bytes. Coming to the code, hash include IOStream using namespace std semicolon, then class person, curly brace begin for the class, public colon int age semicolon, char initial semicolon, then bracket close and a semicolon. So here we have declared two variables, int age and char initial, inside the class person. Int main, curly brace begin for the main function, cout in double inverted commas, size of person class colon, then we are using the size of operator, size of, and then inside bracket we have written person because person is the name of the class whose size we want to calculate. Then bytes in double inverted commas, endl and semicolon. Return 0, semicolon, and the main function ends here. Now let us run the program to see the output. Size of person class colon 8 bytes. Static members in a class. Static members belong to the class, not to individual objects. Their key properties are only one copy of static members exists. Secondly, they are shared by all objects of the class, and memory is allocated only once. Static data members do not increase the size of a class object. They are stored separately in static memory. What are static member functions? Static member functions are the methods that can access only static members, that do not require an object to be called, and that are accessed using class name. Now let us go to the CodeChef platform to understand the concept of static keyword in C++. The program objective is tracking object count, and the expected output is total employees colon 3. Coming to the code, hash include IOStream using namespace std semicolon, then class employee, curly brace begin for the class, public colon static int employee count semicolon. So here we have declared a static variable to keep track of the number of employees. Then static void display employee count brackets and then curly brace begin, cout in double inverted commas total employees colon, then the value of variable employee count will be printed, endl and semicolon, and curly brace closed for the static void display employee count function. So here this is a static function which we are using to display the total number of employees. Then we have another function static void increment employee count brackets and then curly brace begin, then employee count plus plus semicolon and bracket close. So the earlier function display employee count was being used to display the total number of employees, and this static function increment employee count is being used to increment the employee count. Now we are going to create a constructor to automatically call increment when employee is created. So employee brackets curly brace begin, and here we have called the function increment employee count brackets semicolon and bracket close for the constructor code, then curly brace close and semicolon. So the class code is complete here. Now int employee colon colon employee count is equal to 0 semicolon. So we know that employee count, it is a static variable. So now we are trying to initialize this static variable outside the class employee, for which this is the code, and we are initializing it to 0. And here begins the main function. Int main, then brackets curly brace begin for the main function, employee emp1 semicolon, employee emp2 semicolon, employee emp3 semicolon. So here we are creating different objects for the class employee, where employee count will be automatically incremented every time we are making an object of the class employee. Employee colon colon display employee count brackets and then semicolon. Here we are calling the static function display employee count outside the class, and that is why we are writing the syntax return 0 semicolon and the main function ends here. Now let us run the program to see the output. Total employees colon 3. So this is how we work with static data members and static functions in C++.
Now that you understand memory and classes in C++, try writing small programs to check class sizes and experiment with static members. Practice these concepts on the CodeChef and apply them while building real projects. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.